I can't really stress the importance of today. Really big month. Really big month in terms of fixtures, in terms of results that we need, and in terms of climbing the table as well. Welcome back, guys, to episode number 7 of season number 2 of the Nottingham Forest career mode. Just a warning as well, my lips are on fire. I've just eaten something spicy. As we're on to the calendar straight away to find out about this month. It is Sunderland at home first, followed by Preston at home, followed by Peterborough at home. A couple of home games. Then we have Sunderland again and Preston again. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one today. I think I'm, of course, going to have to play each team once. So I'm thinking about simulating Sunderland at home, and then simulating Preston away and playing maybe Preston there, Peterborough there, and Sunderland right there. So we might try that, or we might simulate all the away games, you know. That makes a bit more sense to me. Just don't want it to fly by too quick, as we're in 18th in the league. Sunderland are in 22nd. Now this is kind of a must win, as I haven't planned the team really well, have I? I'm going to have to make a couple of changes. Eli to come out there because he looks a bit unfit as the first team we're going to play. Butland in goal, Drager, Yates, Worrell, McKenna and Williams at the back with Jada, Cleverley and Carvalho supporting Jed Wallace and Marcus Paulo instead of Jonas Wind because he's got the plaster and he's unfit for this game, so we might as well rest him, as with our team we should be winning this game. Are we going to win it? We do. It's a 2-0 victory against the Black Cats. It's Tom Cleverley who I put in the team, getting both goals. Tom Cleverley absolutely on fire as Pritchard missed a penalty. Perfect way to start the day. I didn't really expect that. It's up to 16th now. Nice as we play the team who have just gone back above us as we dropped to 17th, but it is Preston who are on 25 points, the same as us in fact, and this one's away. So yeah, we're going to simulate this one as well. No, this one's at home, should I say, is it? I think this one's at home, yeah. The first 3 are at home, and the last 2 are away. So we'll simulate this one away as well. If we can go with the same team, it would be very nice. But Jonas Wind is asking to play. He's still a bit unfit. I'll keep him out. But of course, he will return to the lineup once he's fully fit, as we match in their formation, or they're matching us. Either way, we need to win this game. And it's going to be a 2-0 to Preston with 10 men as well. It's Sean Maguire, who got 2 goals. And Alfie Whiteman actually got sent off for them. They've actually beaten us at the City Ground, where we are not having much luck at all. We are just struggling at home. So that's 1 win and 1 defeat, as yet 18th in the league still. We've got to turn it around as we bang on halfway through the season. And they're on about progress. At least it's not league progress, because we won't be doing very well in that, would we? As I need you to get back to 100% before you get in the team, Jonas. That's when you're going to come back in. As we might be 100% for this game, I don't know. Peterborough, who are in 6th position, doing so well in the league this year. As is he fit? He is. He's actually fully fit. Paulo, to the reserves you go. As Eli, do I put Eli in? I mean, that'd knock Jerry Yates back into midfield. And I mean, Cleverley and Ajada's doing well at the moment. Can't really fit the old centre back in. So I think we go with this one for his first game. Butland, Drager, Yates, Worrell, McKenna and Williams. I do rate Yates in defence, and I do rate Ben Williams at the moment, gotta be said, with Jada, Cleverley and Carvalho supporting Wallace and Jonas Wind back for me to actually use in game. And in fact, I didn't know, but I've just seen from the Peterborough graphic that came on screen, I only conceded 20 goals. 20! That is phenomenal for Peterborough, I've got to say. Their second stint, of course, in the Championship. Well, not the second stint, the second season in a row in this second division. Very good going from them. But of course, we want to stay in this division, and we want to swap places with them, as Chrissy Pym's in goal, Idris Kanu, Matt Beavers, Ronnie Edwards and Emmanuel Fernandez. And I think Jack Butler is going to be a left wing back. He is, with Broom, Samodics and Taylor, with Clark Harris and Jack Marriott, an ex-Ram up front who we've got to make pay the price. Got to make sure an ex-rival does not walk away with 3 points right here, even if he is playing for a different team. As Ajada tries to turn out, not very well done from him, as now Kanu. Quick couple of passes into Broom, as we chased him down a little bit there too fast. Samodics, Taylor, he's going backwards. Keep him going backwards. Need to do, as now Jack Marriott, he's found a gap already. And why are we so slow? Why is Broom getting the space right here? Why have they got an angle, Joe Worrell, with a good block? But we feel so slow in this game. And it's only a couple of minutes in. Clark Harris runs a ring round one of our players, and now McKenna has it to get out from the back. We feel absolutely lethargic in his defending right there as now Carvalho turns away himself onto Tom Cleverley. Can we try and spread this out to the right hand side? We do. Onto Mohamed Drager now. Can he whip this into the back post? As of course Wind swap places with Jed Wallace. We wanted Wind on that. And Broom now with the ball through to Clark Harris for them. I feel like this is going to be quite an end-to-end game the way this started off with. We look very lethargic, but they did in defence. And now Fernandez, almost 20 minutes into this one. Taylor finds Broom again. Broom with another pass inside. It's Jack Marriott looking for an angle. He's turned us right there. And Brewery and Ojeda having to come back for defensive duties, but the pass is not good. Sammy Samodic's picking up on it. Jack Marriott in the box. McKenna, who scored the winner against the Rams, tackles the ex-Ram man right there. As we're going to turn and pass it into Ben Williams. Now Ben Williams can run forward a little bit. Into space, into Carvalho. Now onto Jonas Wind, who can look for Wallace. The partnership is just linking up for the first time right here. And results in a goal. Jed Wallace puts it in the back of the Boronet. He's got another one, has the striker / reformed striker. And the new partnership, hopefully, is up and running. Jonas Wind x Jed Wallace. What a ball through that is. Danish and English working in harmony to get us 1-0 up. Great way to start the game as now Broom has to go backwards into Edwards. Oh, we almost caught that out. As to say these are in 6th and the best defensive team in the league. We've already put one past them. We should be able to score against everyone now. As West Brom are beating the Rams. Absolutely love that. I don't dare call them their actual team name right now. I'll call them the Rams. As now it's out wide into Butler. Crossing opportunity. Doesn't take it. Taylor now. Clark Harris has got to be offside. And he isn't. Of course he isn't. Jack Marriott scores to make it 1-1. I want to see replay how he actually keeps onside. That didn't last that long, did it? Does he run off? Nah, I've got to say I think he's in front of Ryan Yates right there. Oh, maybe he's not. I don't know. If so, then Ryan Yates has done very poor to actually keep him onside, then run past him. Don't make much sense, that. Maybe EA screwed me over a little bit right there, as now Cleverley into Carvalho. And where can he go? He runs down this wing. Mohamed Drager at the side of him. Can he play a 1-2? No, because he doesn't keep on running. But Mohamed Drager with a bit of an acceleration right here into the box. Sweated across. And Jed Wallace makes it 2-1. He's onside. I keep thinking everything's offside. I need to just pay more attention to finishing the move as Jed Wallace has a brace. And it's 2-1. That was a quick turnaround, wasn't it? And a great run from Mohamed Drager. I have to say, look at this. Down the line, keeps on going, does the right wing back, keeps on going into the box, just pulls it across the net. Chris Pym has no chance. And now Cleverley with the ball right here as well. He's going to go in the middle. I do like how we've got that goal quite quick, however. Jed Wallace tackled himself, the striker. Now on to Jack Marriott, who I do want to score again, but it's through to Taylor as Joe Worrell is going to have to try and keep him out. It's a back heel into Broom, who's a decent player in himself. Sammy Samodic's now onto Clark Harris. Yates beats, oh, I don't know who it is to the ball. I think it's Marriott, as we have got it away a little bit right here onto Jonas Wind, who's going to try and just pull that back and pass it normally. This has been it's weird. It's a very slow game, but an eventful one at the same time. As look at that Wind, just waits for that opportunity to pass to Jed Wallace, who always seems fast, but just let go of the ball a little bit too much there. And it is half-time, 2-1 against the Posh. And I'm impressed with it, if we wouldn't have conceded, of course. I'll say I'm still impressed with it, but that goal just winded me a little bit. How he stayed onside, knocked me sideways. But still, we're going to keep on fighting for this goal. And result that I see coming. I think we can score again. Let's make sure they're not the best defensive team in the league. As now Grant, that's not Carlon Grant, because he's just scored against West Brom. As the ball's into Marriott. Taylor now. Taylor just gives it back out to Grant, trying to turn inside. We're wrong side of us, man. Trying to find an angle to mark him. Jack Marriott's got space here. He's still got rounders still. And slammed that crossbar. That was a close one. As now, who's this on the ball? It's Jed Wallace doing circles in the middle. Onto Carvalho. As Carvalho now to run himself a little bit. And come on, keep on going, Drager. But I'm going to watch for Wind. Wind breaks for the middle. Can he get a goal? Jonas. I know you've been injured for a long time, but you have to score that. As you can see, I'm making a sub as well right here. Carvalho for Brennan Johnson. But I cannot believe Jonas Wind's just missed that. That's not going to sit right with me now, as they've put Sariki Dembele through straight away. Don't want him scoring. The way he left my beloved Grimsby Town. I do not want that. Hang on, did Butland go out of his net right there? He must have, or not his net, his box, as it's free kick right on the edge of the box. Clark Harris goes for the opposite corner. Butland, be careful. And an extra sub made right here, cleverly for Marcus Paolo, who's going to move into Cam, and Brennan Johnson into central midfield. Should be able to do the job. He's a Cam, but should be able to just operate right here as he's got the ball straight away in this position onto Marcus Paolo. Marcus Paolo, Jed Wallace and Jonas Wind should be a lot of goals. Now they're all fully fit, however it might be us leaking a goal in Dembele. Butland, big save. Big save to deny Sariki as we needed him to deny him, as it's going to be another corner ball. It's Butler whipping one in. McKenna just sticks his head on that one. Going to have to chase it out though, make sure the pick's back up on it, but we've got to try and make sure we get a tackle. It's Taylor. It's now Butler again. Turns very well. Does the left wing back still. Can't get rid of the ball over Yajaria. He's the more defensive midfielder as he does get it there. Ben Williams passes it out and now we can play away. Literally just 20 minutes to see this game out as now Drager in the middle to Marcus Paolo. Fizzes that up to Jonas Wind as he waits for the run of the pending hat-trick here, I'm going to say. Jed Wallace back heel into Drager, and where is Wind in that box? Drager can whip in a ball to him, of course. It can be like old times. There's now Drager with a throw-in instead. Gonna try and play a 1-2. Now whip it in. Wind, get to that. Edwards. Handballs. Oh no, maybe Wind handballed. A tad unlucky anyway, is now Taylor charging at as Sariki Dembele with it. He turns as well into Grant. Grant round the corner into Ricky J. Jones, the youngster who's come onto the field, but Worrell with a pass across Marcus Paolo with one into Burian Ajeda as he's going to look forward now onto Wind, and I think, yep, way offside. Just a bit unlucky there as now McKenna tries to force a pass through the middle. Doesn't come off for him as Ricky J. Jones. Is he going to look for a pass? I hope they don't get anything this late on. Just keep 5 at the back now. Let's just see this win out against a 6th place side. Would be very, very nice as Drager runs straight into danger. Ball in the box. Come out, Butland. I'll watch the man in the middle as yes, that worked. No, Worrell, it didn't work. Oh my days. Just watching that makes me laugh. Butland came out and that's the foul that gets given. I clicked X to hoof the ball all the way up the field with Scott McKenna. He falls to the ground and Ricky J. Jones just runs into him. There is no way that's a penalty. Never a penalty. As can we save it? No, we can't. Grant sends us the wrong way. Worrell's picked up an injury. 2-2 at the City Ground. Very, very laggy on me. Very laggy. Very, very laggy. But we're going to keep on going. Poor game. Move on. And how long is he going to be out, Joe Worrell? 4 weeks. 4 weeks without his captain. I mean, he's been injured before. He's injured most of the time as we're still sitting 17th in this league. Not good enough as it's going to be Sunderland up next. Played this time. No, we've dropped down to 19th now. Hip, hip, hooray. So Sunderland, 22nd in the relegation zone. Got to be a win. And we're going to get this team ready straight away. It's just going to be Eli who steps in. And we will relegate or promote Ibeso to the bench. Or do we actually know? We've got Colwell on there, aren't we? We'll promote Zande Silva to that bench. And we'll go with the same team just. It's a very, 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 very slim... Well, it's slim lines for a couple of them. Not very slim lines. That don't make sense. But yeah, Jonas Wind, I want to see you back up to your full fitness and full form. Jed Wallace, keep doing what you're doing. And we should be beating Sunderland. And we're away, of course, at the Stadium of Light for this one as Anthony Patterson's the goalkeeper. Carl Winchester is not a right back, but he might be playing there. Bailey Wright, Callum Doyle and Corey Evans at the back with 09 and kicking in the midfield. Diamond, Pritchard and Taylor with Stewart up front, of course. Played these and beat them in the simulation. Hopefully isn't any different in-game. And it's Starburst kit are us, of course, this game as Carvalho. Good bit of opening passing to go on here. We're a bit faster in this one, but still it feels quite slow as Ben Williams making a good run right there. He's the only one who feels fast as can we get that header on that Carvalho? Yes, but not to where we wanted it to be. There's now Stewart on the ball. Can't work out which Stewart that is. It's definitely not the Stewart, who made the move from Hull, I feel like. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the one from, I think it was Hibernian, as that's the ball around the corner. Scott McKenna easily going to deal with that one and give it to Yates, our backup captain, who does not lead by example. The captain's armband in this team is just a death wish, as I knew for a fact Pritchard was offside. He's still celebrating. He slipped. And I think he's noticed right about now. There we go. Absolutely miles off from the ex-Huddersfield man who just pled Huddersfield dry for money. Remember when he went there, as now we've got the ball with Tom Cleverley. Out wide to Mohamed Drager. Drager now looked for that gap through to Williams, who was on the overlap. Just couldn't find him correctly though. Not Williams, but Wallace, as it's into Pritchard again. Kirkerin. Sunderland's actually doing alright with the ball. Ben Williams, that's our Williams, had to get to that one as Carvalho now around the corner onto Brewery and Ajeda. Can we make some runs through that middle? Jed Wallace with a great one across net. 1-0 Forest. We've got a lot of away fans there. Everyone were jumping up, but we'll still celebrate kind of in front of the Sunderland ones. 1-0. Wallace again, and he's always the one to start. But what a ball, I've got to say, from Brewery and Ajeda around that corner. Finished off in the side netting. Beautiful. I think it were Brewery, and anyway, it might have been Carvalho, but I don't know. As Jack Diamond, the Youth Academy graduate from Sunderland, with a ball right into the back post right there. Drager to head that away. First on it is Jed Wallace. He absolutely loves playing for Forest. It almost rhymes, it's that perfect. As now it's into Cleverley. Forward to Jed Wallace again. Now into João Carvalho. Drops it off to Wind. This is good football. This is really good football. Drager around the front. Into Carvalho. Just needed a little bit more height. And that would have been a complete goal. Pritchard on the ball right here. Gives it to Jack Diamond, as they're going to try and get back into this game, because they've had a couple of passes around our final third, but mostly I'd say we've been the better team. As now Stewart again into Kirkin. Don't let him get a shot off, but don't let him pass it in the box. Butland had to pull out a great save. Bloody hell, as now we've lost the ball straight away. Straight gifted to them. As Doyle round the corner into Kirkin again. We've got to be careful. We just don't read as men. We don't read movement, as Ryan Yates were lucky there as well, because a player slipped in behind him. But he just got the pass straight to him, as we got to make sure they can't read us. Wind, we're going direct for this one. Wind to keep on running. Is he in front of his man? He still is, and Patterson with a good one-handed save right there, the goalkeeper. Corner ball to us though, as they're going to whip this in towards Jonas Wind. It's going towards him. Header! Patterson, another save. He might be returning back now, Jonas. Just need that second goal though to just kill this game off, hopefully, as that will be 4 goals in 2 games, which actually ain't bad. Even though we should have won that last one, as Ajeda trying to go around the houses a little bit here with it. No support shown at all. But the referee is going to blow his whistle for half-time as we lead again, 1-0. Gotta make sure we keep it, unlike last time. Not going to be an easy team to beat and lie down as Sunderland, because of course where they are in the league, they can't afford to. As Mohamed Drager running forward. Drills one into the middle onto Carvalho now, onto Tom Cleverley. You left the ball behind you. Cleverley, come on. I'm only keeping you in the team because of simulation performances. Why can't you just show it in game? As now Ajeda drills a good pass out to Ben Williams. Through the middle now onto Jonas Wind. And we've got Carvalho running through the middle. He was carrying us at one point 2 episodes ago. Doesn't there. Falls to Jed Wallace. Can't get his shot off correctly. As they've got a runner down this wing again. It's Jack Diamond. And it's a good tackle from Ben Williams, as they're making sub. Stewart changing their striker for Will Grigg, who they splashed the cash on, of course, as Pritchard now is it in the middle. O'Brien gives it to Will Grigg, and he's only been on the field 2 seconds, done his whole team in, and scored the leveller. That is typical Nottingham Forest, that is. Not typical as in real life, but typical definitely of this save. Look at that. Eli gets dragged out of position. Yates and McKenna do not cover him in glory, and Jack Butland's not saving that one. All square at the Stadium of Light. I can't be taking another draw here, as well as now Will Grigg into Kirkin. Now back into Luke O'Nien, running at him with pace, but still not getting the ball away fully, as it's now into Will Grigg again. He's going to have to pass it back to Taylor. Taylor with a 1-2. Edge of the box is Pritchard and Kirkin now, as Kirkin, we just can't seem to get this ball. Can we get a tackle in on Luke O'Nien? No. Backwards again. Kirkin. Tackle from Eli is a good one, as Drager's the only defender that's truly doing really well for us. However, we've got a counter-attack from it, as they're going to man lie down as well, I feel like. Wind couldn't get that one. He must have got back up. Even they're playing on. As I don't know where Carl Winchester's going with it as well. He's gone all the way back. Boys, can we get up the field? Team press it. Come on. We're letting their goalkeeper have the ball at his feet. when it's 1-1 with Sunderland in the relegation zone. Not good enough at all. Let's try and play how we did in the first half. Not let them pass it straight through us like that. Sliding in stupidly as now Will Grigg with the ball out to the wing into Jack Diamond and Ben Williams. It's our wing backs who are doing more defending than our centres as now Jed Wallace onto Wind. Tries to return it and Wind's not doing well. Jack Diamond now running down the wing. Can we try and stop this ball from coming in? Eli heads it. It's going to be a handball. I thought it hit the hand of Jack Diamond. At least he's admitting it as Kirkin's got an injury for Sunderland. That's the man who went down, but we can't think about that right now. We need to try and get this win as Kim Bombka comes on or something like that as Jada with the ball right here in the midfield. Gives it into Carvalho. Got a bit of space right here. Paulo is now on for Wind and Paulo's not making any better runs. He's supposed to be the fast player we bought as well as Joe Lolly is on at right wing back. Loses it straight away though. Gives it into Pritchard. Now onto Kirkin. He's still in the field. Still in the field as the injured man. As now Bailey Wright into Doyle over the top. Kirkin, we're just chasing shadows a bit too much. Can we just actually get this ball, please? Pritchard over the top, Joe Lolly. I know you're not the most defensive, but I want you to still chase your man as Taylor in the middle. Will Grigg's got space. He's passing out to Diamond. They've got space in our box. Ball through to Kim Bombka. And Sunderland have grabbed all the points. Kim Bombka off the bench. It's another late piece of misery compiled on us. Sunderland this time. Look at this though. Ben Williams, hang your head in shame. And Scott McKenna who kept him on side in the middle. Jack Butland should have probably done better. I can name names, but we need to improve as a team. Losing to Sunderland is not good enough, especially after we just beat them as Paulo. Just going to have to run it. We ain't got time. We've got literally less than a minute left on the clock. Paulo got no help when he runned it last time. He's not going to get any help this time. A terrible touch from, quite honestly, a player who's not doing too great himself. And we lose the game 2-1. We were 1-0 up at half-time. We cannot keep leads. You guys are commenting, try and survive, try and push on. I am really trying. Last season must have just been something amazing from me when I played really good. I'm proud of myself from last season because this year has been tough. Joe Worrell, shut up moaning and go back to the physio as I'm looking at this as well. 8 players are thinking about leaving, and with the form we are on, how are we supposed to keep these at the club? We're close to League 1 status, and we've got Cafu, DaCosta, Jenkinson, Grabban, Joe Lolly, Zande Silva, Brennan Johnson, Lyle Taylor, Harry Arter, Carvalho, Cleverley, and Captain Yates. All thinking about leaving. We have got to improve. We want to keep these players here, but one thing I'm going to say is, maybe a team shuffle isn't a bad idea. I know we'll lose them for frees, but we can make money like that. We've had 20 million for transfer budget. It's probably going to be lower next year, granted. I think a team change might be for the better. The last season was kind of a one-off. I feel like last season was a one-off. This season, we're playing actually just shocking as a team altogether. So maybe it's the team that needs to change, as I've got to change some players up for this next game. Brennan Johnson, add a bit more pace, shall we? Corwell can come back in for Eli. Not impressed with him. Jack Butland is just going to stay in, you know, just over Ethan Horvath, literally by the skin of his teeth. Jed Wallace has not moved. Wind's got to improve. Wind has to improve. Cleverly I'm going to take out for Forshaw. Give Adam Forshaw a go because Cleverly's not up to scratch. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. Actually, no. One change. Tom Cleverly can come all the way out. I'm not impressed. And Drew Yearwood is quite a fast and physical midfielder who's going to be near the first team for this game against Preston. And Preston's team, Connor Ripley, Tom Barkhazen, Patrick Bauer, Jordan Story, Liam Lindsay, Greg Cunningham, it's 5 at the back, Ali McCann, Alfie Whiteman's back after suspension against us, Brown, Reese and Maguire who got a brace against us. We beat Sunderland, then we lost to them. I can't remember the first result against Peterborough, but we drew against them the second time round. Hopefully we lost to Preston the first time round and beat Preston this time. That's how I'd love it to work, as Reese on the ball right here. Or it might be Sean Maguire himself. Hey, when he's on the ball. Now I know that he can score against us as Barkhuizen cuts inside. It is Maguire. Now on to Alfie Whiteman. He's not sent off already. He's doing well as McCann's joining into this attack a little bit. Into Reese again. Just chasing shadows a little bit as the pass backwards is a good one through the gap. Alfie McCann. Colwell with a block with his leg. Good job he kept his hand down then. I know what players do when they're in them scenarios. Let's look at this run from Jed Wallace. Gives it Brennan Johnson, who's got pace. Fresh-legged. Good ball through to Jed Wallace again. It's the same move as last game. But Jed Wallace should have done a lot better in that scenario. I expect him to. That's poor from him. There's now Brennan Johnson on it again. He's going to fizz one forward into Jed Wallace. Now onto Jonas Wind. Wind back to Ajeda. Ajeda's just going to take some steps forward. Now he's going to pass it into Wind. Ball around the corner. Can we keep this in? Just backheel it to Ben Williams and whip that in. That's a terrible ball though. Ben Williams, you are better than that as well as Forshaw digging in where he needs to be. Great little tackle from the ex-Leeds man. Brought him in for experience as Cunningham's their experienced man and he receives it back. Whiteman on the ball here into Brown onto Shawnee Maguire. Good tackle Colwell. Whoa! He went to absolutely take me out there and Colwell, get off the floor. Stop just diving around with Sean Maguire as that was a good tackle and he's going to give a penalty. Are you having a laugh? Colwell yellow carded as well. What was that animation in the middle when he jumped over Sean Maguire? I will never know. He fell over again, but that's a good tackle. Oh, Sean Maguire leaves the field, but we've been absolutely robbed. It's going to be Alan Brown against Butland, and Butland saves it. Right. Okay. He dives the same way that Peterborough scored their penalty, and we save it in this one as well. As Barkhuizen to whip it in. Bow with a header. Just wide. Let's recover from that and process it a bit, because that was a bit of a nervy minute. Took a moment to recover from that one, but let's get on with it, shall we? As Reese round the corner into Evans. 1-0. Evans fires it in the top bin. We're behind again against Preston. Maybe if we don't take the lead in one game, we might be okay for the next one. It's kept onside from Mohamed Drager and absolutely blasted it. That's the only problem with 5 at the back. Okay at defending, but keeping players onside, it's what we do. Very lucky with Pritchard in the last game that his goal was not counted as they've tackled us straight away. Terrible control from Brennan Johnson and they're going to run out as it's Evans through the middle. Brown tries to backheel it away. Now Yates into Adam Forshaw through the middle onto Wind. Jonas Wind needs to try and up his game a little bit as now Forshaw. I can honestly see us getting sacked with the way we're playing as now Jed Wallace. He's going to give it back to Brennan. Brennan into Adam Forshaw who's going to try and look right. Let Drager run a little bit and hang on. He could go through the middle again, but he doesn't. Goes into Drager first time. Runs round Patrick Bow with a good whipped-in ball. Ben Williams trying to arrive at the back, but just can't. First little flurry from us since Jed Wallace's miss. As McCann giving it into Alan Brown right here. And Evans. He squeezed it in again. He's got 2 as the man who just come on for Sean Maguire. And I can forget about the penalty right now because the rest of the game has been just as bad. 2-0 North End. Not a good game at all. Look at this. It's a really good one too. Jack Butland should go with his hands. I mean, he is a goalkeeper. But no. Lunges. Terrible. 2-0 down. And I'm guessing it's going to be half-time straight away. Jed Wallace is going to have to try and run it. Because again, we've been left with no time. Scoring really late on. As, where's the whistle, referee? Don't let them get a third. Don't let them get a third. Why are you not blowing your whistle? Why are you letting them attack? Why is the referee letting this go on? McKenna with a block. Ali McGinn, no, still on it. How is the referee not blowing his whistle? How is he not blowing his whistle? Why has Evans been given a hat-trick 4 minutes over when the whistle should have been blown? That's the referee's fault. He's had a dodgy penalty call and now he's let him get 3. I'm fuming not at myself at that one, but the referee, look at that, goes round us. And 2 men can't get there on the line. Absolutely diabolical refereeing. Diabolical season. Everything's shocking. And now he blows it. Of course he blows it as soon as we get the ball from half-time. As it's now 3-0 at the break. I've gone ultra-attacking straight away. You can see the formation for ultra-attacking is shabba. So we're going to try and put Drew Yearwood on. Eli's going to operate in somehow from not even playing. But I'm going to go back to this formation with Yearwood in the middle. Forshaw just hasn't got the pace, but none of the rest of his team has. And Evans on for 4, even off the bench, as he's got the ball close to our box right here. Can't dive in correctly. Whiteman, that's a bad tackle. It's on to Reese. And the game's even lagging. How is that a penalty? How is that a penalty? I'm surprised he ain't sent off then. If it's his second tackle like that, why ain't he sent off? As it's going to be Brown. He's off the other way. And we've saved 2 penalties, but it's still 3-0. And it still should have never been 2 penalties in the first place. Just the ref trying to give them momentum. I can't believe Butland stopped 2 penalties, but not the goals, as now Brown. They've still got the box near our box, of course. They have our players even running off the field. Ryan Yates running at them. Brown with the ball in the middle. Izzy Brown makes it 4. And he's hammered that in at the front post. McKenna not reading. Blech. I do not know what to say. I do not. Even though he looked miles offside. Just snuck back on. No one thought to go to him. And he puts it in the top bin. December's absolutely doing us in. As now Reese. He wants to join in the fun. McKenna with a good tackle that time. I knew I would time in that one. Because I was sliding at him, not just trying to kill it around him as Drew Yearwood to run away with the ball. I thought he had strength. Never mind. It's not like he has 80 or 82 as now Evans passes it back into McCann. On to Brown. We're still chasing it around Preston North End. And it's only 20 minutes or 25 minutes almost left of the game. Well, we're 4-0 down. They've still got time for more because we do not look like we're going forward. Wallace should have scored early on. Didn't. And they're going to make us pay even more, I feel like. As Jada with a good tackle. And again, a first pass. Our first pass after receiving the ball back is straight back to them as at least have kept us off sidetrack. As Connor Wickham has come on for them. Jonas Wynn, look how deep he is. Drew Yearwood's in front of him. It's absolutely shocking. Now into Yates. Drew Yearwood from range goes to try and shoot. Can't get it off and Ripley hoofs it away. You've got to win that header. Good header. Onto Ajada as he can't pass through men. Whoever that was, I think it was Drew Yearwood again. He cannot pass through you. So he would never get in that to him. As now Connor Wickham running kind of one-on-one, but Drager does very well. Jonas Wind, the ball in the middle right here, going across the field. Not really any supporting runs for him though. As he drills one out to Brewery and Ajada. He's going to whip one in. That's hit a arm. Surely that's hit an arm. Not a arm, an arm. As Cunningham passes it in the middle, and that's 4-0. That's game over. That's the worst defeat of the season, because it's not Brighton who are top of the league. It's Preston, who are fairly in this relegation battle with us. Wind was playing in left defensive mid at the end when I went ultra-attacking, and got a 5.4. He was our best player last season. Shows how the tables have turned. And yet again, it's disappointment. Look at the manager rating as well. Gone down to 69 in the red zone. Just above the red zone on goal difference in the league, but what a terrible season it is so far. Who are below us? Hull, Cardiff and Sheffield Wednesday. We're going to make sure we beat them, aren't we? Even the bloody rivals above us. Even Sunderland, Middlesbrough. Preston stay in 15th as it's definitely a battle to stay up now. Apologies if you thought I would get in playoffs. We're still going to fight for them. Still got just under a season left. Still going to fight, but if you ask me, I'd take staying in this division because of how hard this game's been at the moment. 11 draws. If we were to turn them into wins, like we definitely could have done with one today, we'd be right up there. So maybe it's not all bad. We've had teams above us have the same amount of defeats. Birmingham, I mean, Coventry in 11th have lost 10 like us. Even Bournemouth in the promotion playoff spots have only lost 9. Oh, only lost 9. They've lost 9. That's a lot. But yeah, West Brom on 40 points. We are on 26. Needs to improve. But we have January next time out. And that is the most important time it could have possibly come round. We've got another cup game thrown in there. Maybe a cup run together if we can't do well in this league. As we've got no money left. But I can't see this squad of players being all here in January. Because they might not want to be here and I might not want them. We've got business to do. Thank you guys for watching this episode right here though. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well if you want to see the next one. Weird saying that with the form we're on, but take care guys in a bit and hopefully see you tomorrow. Stay safe and peace.